To the flood crisis in southern Queensland. The Balonne River is nearing its peak of 14 metres in St George and the town's makeshift levee has held. But it's likely to be days before residents can return to their homes, and the Queensland Government has asked the Defence Force to help with the clean-up in Mitchell. Amy Bainbridge reports.
This levee is holding back the might of the Balonne River. The 4-kilometre barrier skirts the northern end of St George, and while it's so far saved some homes from going under, residents can't return just yet.
Can I stress here that people simply cannot return to the town because the Morey highway, as we speak, is cut, so people simply will not get back into the town. The other problem that I'd like to highlight is some reconstruction issues within the town itself. We need to make sure those issues are right within the township before we can cater for the return of people to the town.
About 50 homes have been flooded in St George. Some outside the levee are managing to keep the water out.
Yeah, we've got some more sandbags coming just in case we need something.
In Mitchell, the clean-up has already begun for the many homes and businesses hit hard by the flood.
You look at it and you don't know where to start. You sort of think, oh, where do we start first?
Authorities are flying further upstream, trying to gauge just how much water is flowing down the Balonne River. Further south, Dirranbandi is next in line, with the river to peak there later this week. And there's a growing concern for what's still to come in New South Wales.
That large body of water moving south across the border, as well as those very high river levels that have been in the western flowing rivers and already a darling system in major flood. So we're looking at all the towns in those systems, including Walgett, across to Brewarrina, Burke, and even now tracking the potential for all the way down to the Menindee Lakes.
Farmers are continuing to move stock to higher ground.
If you can't stop water, she's got a fairly good force on her, so yeah, you just sort of make do, and there would people have concerns, but you know, you just get in and try and prepare for it.
The Governor-General, Quentin Bryce, has visited Morey and Weewa, towns that were flooded at the end of last week.
Morey had a flood just last November, and many people are still suffering the effects of that in many ways. So it's a tough time for people here, and you know, just looking around Yarraman here, you can see the inundation that's affected so many properties.
It's already been costly for rural economies.
Just harvest time, the wheat harvest gone. Good crops in the good wheat growing areas around Morey and Narrabri, Weewa, only to find that about 30 or 40% of the crop was harvested. Then came the rain, downgraded the wheat. The prices of wheat this year are really bad, and those people are already suffering a lot then financially.
7,000 people are currently isolated by floodwaters in New South Wales. Amy Bainbridge, Lateline.